my name is Barry Meadow, and I'm going to be doing a Halloween face painting on behalf of facepaintingtips.com. I'm going to load a high-density sponge with some green paint. I'm going to use a light green, a dark green, and a yellow all over my face to make a lot of different colors and tones, highlight my cheekbones and darken my eye area. And these colors are all by Paradise. Now, they're all available on facepaintingtips.com. They're really fun. This is the light green. I'm going to start by sponging the base of this onto my face with a high density sponge. And I just loaded it with a little bit of water and a lot of green paint. It's not too wet. You can always check the consistency on the back of your hand. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to stipple this all over my face like this. Tapping as I go, spreading the green paint everywhere. You're going to have to reload a couple times to get the full coverage green face that you are looking for. Alright, so there, I have a green face. Looks like an alien. I'm going to get some yellow, brand new yellow paint by Paradise also. I'm going to use this to sort of lighten up my cheeks, or at least the apples of my cheeks, and the area sort of under my eye and my chin, and a little bit right here on the insides of my brow bones, just to lighten that and fade it away. I'm just tracing the top of my eyebrows, like that. Then you're going to go right here on your cheek, the apple of your cheek. If you can't find the apple, smile. That shape, that's the apple. So there you go. Get the apple of your cheek with that yellow. And then feather it out by just rubbing, bringing it up your cheekbone, highlighting all of that bony area. You can get some right here, this bone right here. You can feel the bones in your face. So where there are bones, that's where you want your high points to be. So go ahead and put some yellow on those. You're going to do the same thing on this side, bringing this up, get that bone, bring it down. Then we're going to add a little more. This sponge is barely wet. Get that apple over your cheek. Bright yellow, stippling it. I'm going to add a little bit more water, not very much. You want this yellow to sort of almost, see how it's fading really quickly into the light green? It's just making it look like that cheek is higher. And that's what you want it to do. You don't want the yellow to stick out. You can tap it on the back of your hand to remove the excess paint. There we go. Yellow coming up, fading out, coming up, fading out, and coming up. Can drag this one down a little more. Okay, so we've got some high points. Now we're going to do a little under our mouth. We got some grooves and creases, and then a little right here on your chin where your chin pops out, just like that. Then bring some up out of here toward the top of your forehead where you have these natural creases. You can bring a little up here onto this part of your temple. Need a little more paint. And a little up here onto this part of your temple. And then just use the dry side of your brush to sort of fade that out, feather it out. Those are pretty temples. They're spread over a large area on your forehead. So now we're going to do some dark green. And I'm going to use Paradise dark green paint. Put that right here. And I'm going to load this up on a number 2 round brush, and then what we're going to do is we're going to sponge it out to sort of feather the lines. So we're going to make a really sort of dramatic crease in the chin by tracing the line in your natural chin. There's mine. See that line? Yes, that's my chin. And you're going to come across. Make a really fine line like that. Then you're going to come up toward the yellow. Up toward the yellow. Then using the light green part of your sponge, tap it a little. And that's going to fade it in. Just enough. There we go. You can use the dry side too. So now it looks like my chin is really sticking out, like a witch's chin does. And I'm going to add some more little creases on my face with this dark green. We're going to go around my nose. We're going to make my nose look really ugly now. So You're going to go like this. You're going to go into the crease. Your nose's natural crease. There it is. And like I keep showing you, these natural lines on your face are really going to help guide you to what you should be doing. You want to make it really elaborate. So come down and all the way around like that. Okay? Come into the inside and all the way around. Really gross, elaborate nose. And you can come up if you want and make it look a little bit pointy, but you don't really, it's so light, the camera. Yeah, the camera kind of picked it up. Okay, so got a witch's nose. Don't worry, I'm going to make moles later. Now we're going to start to sort of darken my eye area. We're going to come up from the corner of my eye, come up toward my eyebrow. And work it out like that. Same thing on the other side. Darkening that eye area like so. We're going to come under the eye too from the other side. Trace down here. Then you're going to kind of bring it out so you've got a really creepy shadow, and I'm just sort of dragging my paintbrush, sort of feather it, bring it out like this and up toward the eyebrow. There we go. Same thing on the other side. Come from the outside here, tracing under, really thin toward the inside of the eye, then it gets thicker toward the outer side of your eye. You can add a little more paint. You can bring it up. And down. Bring some into this crease too. You want to make this a little bit darker. So your eyes look sort of sunken in. Like that. Really light-handed. This paintbrush is not very wet. This is a number 3 round. It's not really wet at all. It's just sort of damp, and I'm just kind of dragging the paint a little bit. Now we're going to make some creases right here around these yellow spots to sort of make your head look really wrinkly too. Some little wrinkles coming up out of it. There we go. Now you can make your eyebrows look really arched by making a shadow above the yellow. It's going to kind of like curve down like this, like a roller coaster sort of shape almost. And that's just going to make the yellow look like it's sticking out more. It's going to make it look like your eyebrows are arched in a more creepy fashion, because witches, they have those creepy eyebrows. Okay, so I'm going to make the cheeks kind of protrude. So we're going to go right on top of this yellow. We're going to make a point to sort of make my cheeks look sort of sullen. It's going to come from this shadow area. So we're going to come down like this and then up. Down. And come into kind of a sharp point even. And then fade up. Like that. And then you can drag this out with your finger if you're doing your own face. And if you're doing someone else's face, you should use a sponge. Of course, that's my opinion. Fade it out. Like that. I'm going to do the same thing down here. Bring it up to make that shadow. This side is like a little bit wetter than this, so I'm going to take my sponge and I'm just going to soften all of those lines. So now I'm going to take black paint and I'm going to make eyebrows, and I'm going to make my lipstick and some wrinkles. So to make your witchy eyebrows, you're going to start in here and you're going to fade up. And they're going to come up and arch in a really creepy way. There's the hairs. It's going to get really thick right here. It comes up. And I'm going to do the same over here. And draw the inside of the brow into the dark green that's in your eyelid. Now you're going to kind of just trace along the wrinkles that you already made with the dark green, just to make them pop out some more. Little lines in here. Like that. And then you're going to go into these ones just to darken them up. And make them really wispy and scraggly looking. You want your lines to be really wispy and scraggly. add some little wrinkles and some breaks in the skin. Can go into here even if you want. Make some of those lines that drag across the face. Then you can come into the eye area. You can trace the eye, make some eyeliner. Come out here. Make some really gnarly witch wrinkles. Something on the other side. Some under here. Make those eyes look really sunken in. There we go, on both sides like that. And you're going to bring the cheek things down too. You're going to want to sponge that out a little bit, just to soften the line. Like so. Trace this one, back around, sponge it out a little, soften the lines. And you can add some on top and some lines inside of the V. Make it look really deep and wrinkly. We're going to go under the chin that we did earlier. Chin protrude out even more. You're going to make some age lines around the mouth, around the lips, like that, and then you're going to fade those out a little too. So let's make a mole. Make a little half circle. Some space under it. A little hair coming out. We'll make a little white mark on top. Get a little yellow on your brush. Get to the top corner of the mole. Like that. Just the last thing I'm going to do, and the thing I have been sort of waiting for it till the very end, is the lipstick. So I'm going to take a number 5 round. I'm going to put some witch lipstick on. All right, here I am on behalf of facepaintingtips.com. Here's my really creepy witch makeup. All right, happy Halloween, everybody. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure and an adventure. Bye.